Hi, I'm Jaya Rajimathai, working as a psychiatric nurse practitioner in Texas. Today is,
November 11th, Veterans Day.
yes, the day we honor our heroes and sheroes who serve our military and who sacrifice their life for us so that we can enjoy the freedom. Today, I have Mr. Joel Smith, who served the military for 6 years. And this year, the theme for Veteran Day is service. And when we look at Joel Smith, he's a perfect example for serving the military, serving the country, and after he completing his military service, he's still in service. So let us listen from Joel Smith, his journey of accomplishment from a housekeeper to a nurse manager, from a drug abuser. Mr. Joel, let us listen to your story of accomplishment. So, when did you join in military and why you joined in military?
I joined the military of May of 1978. I joined the military because I saw it as a way to accomplish some things that I would not have been able to accomplish. I had no college at that point. Now I have multiple years of college, more than I need, enough to be a doctorate. But I had no college. I had no future plans. And a friend of mine went in the military like a year before I did, and he went in the Marine Corps. And it was like, the Marine Corps, yes, that's tough. I can do this. So I joined the Marine Corps. I spent 6 years as an aviation supply clerk, and most of the times I worked with the squadrons, with F-18s, and what else was it? It was Huey helicopters, Cobra helicopters, F-4s, and we transitioned over to F-18s while I was in the military. Since then, they've transitioned over to F-35s, so it's been multiple changes of aircraft since then. I got out of the Marine Corps as a sergeant.
So, what you did after coming out of the military?
So coming out of the military, I went to school in Long Beach. I was playing football, and I wanted to play football as a career. But then I realized that I didn't have the skills needed to be a professional.
Only the height is not enough.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't have the skills to be a professional football player. And so I focused on school, and I worked a lot of menial jobs, what I thought was below what I could actually achieve. And I just kept striving forward. And then I wind up at the VA after seeking treatment there for substance use disorder. I came to the VA, and I have not left the VA since then.
Yeah, I remember you were admitted in the mental health unit. And plus, then all of a sudden I saw you working in the housekeeping.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I worked in housekeeping and compensated work therapy. I got hired in after that job played out. I got hired in as a nursing assistant escort. I then went on to be a hemodialysis technician, and then an ER healthcare technician, and then an ER registered nurse. And then I came up to mental health to be assistant nurse manager, and then I took over the nurse manager position, and then I completed my PMH-MP.
Like a psychiatric nurse practitioner.
Nurse practitioner.
And you're planning to specialize in drug
substance abuse.
Yes. So can I listen more about your substance abuse?
So I started using substances when I got out of the military. I mean, while we was in the military, we did things we weren't supposed to be doing, but we weren't full blown drug addicts or anything. We did things and experimented with things. But once I got out, I got hooked on cocaine. And then, for like over a 20-year span, I was actually using off and on. So over the 20 years, I think out of 10 years out of that, I think I was actually actively using drugs. There was a lot of periods of sobriety, but nothing stuck until I actually came to the VA and I got treatment.
Okay.
Yes.
So is there any reason for you to use cocaine?
No, there was no reason. I was using it basically as medicinal purposes.
Okay.
I was, I had some mental health issues that I didn't know about, undiagnosed, and it was just, it was like self-medicating.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And so, when did you decide this is not good for me? Is it you decided, or your family or friends?
No, probably family and friends probably decided before I did, because
Okay.
nobody's ready to stay sober until they're ready.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
other people can't make people stay sober. Other people can't force you into treatment.
Mm-hmm.
I currently also work a position with another facility, and it's a substance use facility, and I watch patients every day, and some patients are not ready for treatment yet. They're
Okay.
there because their counselor or their family sent them there, and they really express that they're not ready.
Yeah. As we say, we can take the horse to the water, but we
Yes.
cannot force the
Yeah.
horse to drink water.
That's true. Yeah. The
Okay.
thing about it, a person has to really be sick and tired of being sick and tired. I think the saying is, if I remember right, I remember that saying, sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yeah. But until that point, a person will never seek sobriety on their own until they actually run into, a lot of times, a lot of people have to run into legal issues or some kind of, they say, the saying is hit rock bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so at my point in my sobriety and stuff, I think, in my opinion, I hit rock bottom. And so it was like, I knew I was better. I was much more, it was much more in my life other than being, a person that was using substances, to fill a void. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was not that I used narcotics to to get high.
Okay.
It was just easing the pain.
Yeah, you're self-medicating for your problem.
Self-medicating my problem.
Okay.
And then once you realize what your problem is, it's a little easier for you to seek treatment and, get better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are telling that you come and seek help from VA,
Yes.
and VA help you
Yes.
to come out of, to understand your problem.
Yes.
And you were treated there, and
Yes.
you got the right medication.
Yes.
So are you still continually taking medications?
So yes, over the years I've had different medications. Right now, the medication I'm on is Latuda. It's actually, I assume it works because I have no issues. I have no complaints. I've been taking medication probably over the last 20 years.
Okay.
Yes.
And your mood is stable, and I know you are working perfectly.
I'm working
as a
perfectly.
manager and a provider.
Yes.
And plus how the therapy, did you go for some rehabilitation therapies?
So we went. So they advocate a lot of things like Narcotics Anonymous and Alcoholics Anonymous, and things like that. I think therapy works for some people. It doesn't work for everybody. I think everybody has to find their niche, what actually makes them feel better about getting well.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's not suitable for the anonymouses. Everybody has to find a niche, and there may be a higher power. They may have to see that they have to ask God or a spiritual entity that's higher than them to help them out of it. And it's not always about therapy, but therapy is great. Therapy helps. Yeah. And the thing about it, the one thing that can get people clean, they have to think about things like people, places, and things. You can't hang out with, the people you used to get high with, because it's deterrent to you staying sober. And so I address that every day when I'm talking to my clients at the rehabilitation place in Scurry, and I just let them know my story. I tell them, that, I struggled with addiction, and and I tell them, it's not a struggle now, but it's still things that we can laugh at later on. Once you've been clean and sober for a while, you can look back on this stuff with your family, and you can sit up and laugh about it, because it's actually hilarious, the things we've done. Yes.
So the motivation was from you, then you got support from your wife and your family and your friends, and you got all the treatment from VA, and you were able to come out of. Okay. I'm so proud of you, and at the same time, you are using your story and your life history to help a lot of other person and people who is undergoing the same problems.
Yes. It's a chronic problem, and it's a national problem. The thing is, like I say, a person's not ready for therapy or recovery until they're ready.
Yes,
You
yes.
know.
And another thing, there are, even nowadays, the kids
Mhm.
or adults start it as like a recreation.
Yes.
They don't think about the consequences.
Yes.
They don't think that they are going to be addicted
Yes.
to it.
Yeah.
And they don't understand how that drug is going to affect their brain
Yes.
negatively.
Yes. And so with the new generation, we have a new drug. We're
Yeah.
dealing with fentanyl now.
Yes, yes.
I have a lot of clients with using fentanyl, and I have to ask them. I say, "You're not afraid?" And they're not afraid of using it. As many stories as you hear about fentanyl deaths, they're not afraid to use it, and it's like it's scary. I'm afraid for them.
Yeah,
I'm really
okay.
afraid for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe when I have my video about drug abuse, and I will come and get more information from you.
Okay.
But right now, what is your opinion? What is your what today is a Veterans Day?
Yes.
Do you have anything to tell to our coming generation?
Yes. Join the military. Uncle Sam wants you.
Okay. So what are the benefits? They want to know what are the benefits.
So the benefits, one of the benefits is education if you choose. Some people will join the military after they finish college and they're eligible to be officers, which was OCS, Officer Candidate School. Other people will join the military to get benefits like the GI Bill to attend college.
So when they are in a status like confused whether whether they want to go to college
Yes.
or not, or
Yes.
what they want for
Yes.
college,
Yes.
that time they can join military.
Yes.
Then after that they can use the benefits to advance their studies like you.
Currently, I have a niece that's in the Navy, and I'm thinking the track she went, I think she was enlisted first. She completed college, and now she's an officer.
Oh,
She's
okay.
been in, oh my God, I don't know. She might be getting close to 20 years.
Okay.
Yes.
But I'm hearing like if you just go to military after completing the high school, there is more struggles.
So if you go right after high school, I think a lot of people would benefit from it, and if you're not planning on going directly to college, I think going into the military is a good deal for a lot of people. You're away from your parents. You have a roof over your head. You have food, substance. You have structure. And that's the thing about it. The military instilled a lot of discipline in me, and I'm really thankful that I did go in for a lot of other things, a lot of other reasons. I get medical treatment at the VA. I very seldom go to any other facility, to get treatment. I normally do everything at the VA.
Okay.
Yes.
So what if you can tell me what is the best thing when you think about your military service?
The VA.
The VA.
The reason I say that because had I not went in the military and I wind up started using substances, how would I have got clean? I mean, how would I have got off it if I hadn't had the VA to fall back on?
Okay.
Yeah, if I didn't have the VA to fall back on, I'd just be a lost soul.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Your story was so interesting, and really you are a warrior. You struggle. You struggle to survive, and in this journey, you are a winner.
Yes.
So, we would like to know what is your future plan.
So my future plans is I'm actually starting my own private practice. I should be up and going in the next month or so. I will continue to work with Texas Recovery Centers because that's actually in the same specialty so far, substance abuse.
Okay.
And so I will continue working with them also. But I'll start my practice. I've actually have everything in line right now. I'm just tweaking things. I'm getting my EHR set up.
So you are planning to take care of the people who is struggling.
Yes.
To come out of the drugs.
Yes.
So your specialization is going to be to work with substance abuse.
Substance abuse.
Okay.
To give back what I've received.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. That is very cool. And I don't have any more words to say about your accomplishment, because you from young age you serve the military and protect us.
Yes.
Now you are trying to protect our coming generation who is struggling with the drugs, and to show the light of life for them.
Yes.
Thank you for your time, and thank you for watching this video. If you guys like it, please watch, share, and subscribe it. I will be coming with the next video. Thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.